Welcome back, guys, to another video. In this week's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the hype and some of the things I'm very excited about from the recent Comic-Con. So let's go. Now, in the last couple of years, I have to say I haven't really been that excited about Comic-Con. It was almost like something I would kind of pay attention to, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, they're coming out with another Marvel movie or something like that. No, not that there's nothing against Marvel. I love Marvel, but it was kind of like, to me, it was becoming almost like a cookie cutter. We're getting this year. This is what's going on. And this year, they talked about two things that I was very excited about, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the new Godzilla movie. Now, I loved the last Godzilla movie that just came out back in May. It wasn't that long ago, and 2 days after it came out, they were already confirming a sequel. And I was like, well, that's awesome. But I was like, we're probably not going to hear anything about the next Godzilla movie for maybe a year or so. Well, they dropped a huge bombshell yesterday. They talked about that there was not going to be only one classic Toho monster, but three classic Toho monsters. I'm talking about Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. And that really surprised me that Legendary and Toho have started to develop this nice creative relationship, and I really give hats off to Garth Edwards, because I really think he was definitely a huge part of this, because he's definitely a great director that loves the franchise, and you can just see that in the first movie that he made with it. So I'm really wondering exactly how these monsters are going to play out. We know Mothra and King Ghidorah were kind of Easter eggs in the last Godzilla, but I was expecting to see more Mutos or something. I wasn't expecting to see more Toho monsters, and I'm not at all complaining. I am very excited about it, and I'm wondering if this movie is going to have a little bit more of a sci-fi feel to it, seeing that King Ghidorah comes from outer space. I'm not saying that it's going to have like a Pacific Rim sci-fi feel, but it might have some sort of extra element that we didn't see in the last movie. And regardless, it's going to have that Destroy All Monsters feel. I can just feel it. And it's probably going to have a little bit more action. So for everyone that was like, oh, there wasn't enough action in the last Godzilla movie, your answers might be answered. And the next movie I want to talk about is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. And this has been a movie that's been full of rumors and predictions and had some of the most opinionated comments I've seen on a movie yet. I mean, it's a very big deal seeing Batman and Superman on the screen for the first time in major theaters. So, well, what can I say? They released a very short teaser, and it looks amazing, in my opinion. I thought it looked awesome. One of the things I want to talk about, of course, was the Batsuit. We've seen the Batsuit a couple months ago. I really enjoy it. It's got that Dark Knight feel to it from the graphic novels, and when they were showing the teaser, they showed Batman in his bat armor. Wow, you know, that was such a Dark Knight throwback when he was fighting Superman in that awesome graphic novel. I highly recommend you guys check it out. They also made an animated two-part series or two-part movie of The Dark Knight Returns, and if you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. It'll give you a little bit more satisfaction, a little bit more answers with what this movie's trying to do. And seeing Batman with those glowing white eyes and seeing Superman with those red, heat vision eyes, and they had that stare off. Wow, I had goosebumps. And even if you're not a Superman or Batman fan, I've talked to some people and they even said, wow, I'm not even a fan and this looks really, really good. And not only that, but we were also shown the first images of the new Wonder Woman in this movie, and I have to say I was kind of nervous when they said they were putting Wonder Woman in it, because I was just like, I'm hoping that they're not trying to put too much in this movie, but she looks great. I thought they did a great job with her. I mean, she has that, she has that Xena warrior princess look, but that's not a bad thing because she's an Amazon. she's strong, and it's got that sex appeal, but it's also got that power, woman power thing going on, and I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with Wonder Woman in its story, and I'm wanting to hear more about the villains. I know Lex Luthor is supposed to be in it, but I know they're going to be pushing someone else in there, and I just hope it's not Joker. I'm a huge Joker fan, but I think Joker just needs to kind of rest a little bit, and they need to bring a villain that really complements Lex Luthor, and maybe like Black Mask or something like that. You know, some big powerful mobster. I always thought that Penguin would be really, really cool with Lex Luthor. You know, like just the aristocrat, very smart Penguin, not the Batman Returns deformed, living in the sewer with the circus guys, Danny DeVito Penguin. I'm talking about owning the iceberg and smuggling drugs, and it's got some potential to it that could be really done well, and I think it's because of Man of Steel having such a mixed fan base. People either loved it or hate it. It's the reason why this movie has so much to live up to, so all I can say is we can wait and see. So anyway, guys, I want you guys to leave me a comment below. Tell me some of your most anticipated things that you heard from Comic-Con. Maybe it was Avengers 2, or maybe the new season of Walking Dead, or maybe it was Ant-Man. I don't know, Doctor Strange. There's so much great things that are coming out, so definitely leave a comment below. Tell me some of your thoughts about the new Godzilla movie. Tell me what you think about Batman vs. Superman. I'd love to hear from you. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.